Hi everyone, I'm JD. Welcome back to my channel. Okay, so I've got something a bit exciting here with you guys. This is a freebie. It's a intro to the monthly journaling kits or the monthly journal prompt kits. And I was supposed to do this, to get it ready for January 1st, but I just ran out of time and, spending time with family and holidays and everything, it just didn't happen. And so I got out that January monthly kit out very late in January, and this didn't happen. But the whole idea with the intro was I just wanted to share my heart behind the journaling prompts and why I'm doing these monthly kits and just my heart behind journaling in general. And so I just really wanted to express that heart. And so I thought, I'm just going to make that kit anyway and then offer it as a freebie if anyone wants it, since we're already coming up to, February. So I was just like, oh, well, let's just throw it out there. And I'll chat about my heart about it in this video. And then I'll also go into the journal that I'm using for my prompts for this year. So that's exciting, and I'll share about what I've done for January so far. But yeah, let's just chat about my heart. So it's all written here. I always do a spiel each month. So I've been a journaler throughout my life, and yeah, journaling has just given me so much. I say things like I'd be lost without journaling. Journaling keeps me sane. It's so therapeutic. Yeah, putting words or images on a page is just so therapeutic. It gets the mess in my head and my heart on paper, and it helps me to know, what I'm working with, what is actually there. It helps me know who I am and where I want to be. So it gives me clarity, and yeah, just the act of writing. Sometimes I can be such a swirl of thoughts and stress or emotion, and I have no idea what's going on inside me. And as soon as I just put pen to paper, it's like, okay, this is what's going on. This is how I think, or this is how I feel. And it's just that act alone is just so, powerful and important and life-giving. The act of self-expression is, I guess, just truly life-giving. And so journaling, it allows me to process what's happening around me and in me. And it also allows me to keep precious memories alive. So, I've told this story before about how I would used to get really sad and down at the end of holidays or parties or really great events and moments and memories in my life, because I'd be like, they're gone. And that would just get me so down and sad, and I'd get quite existential about it. Like, what's the meaning of life if it's just gone? And what's it all mean anyway? And I'd get kind of cut up about it. And if I wrote about it, if I kept that memory alive through journaling and documenting it on a page through ephemera that I kept from the event or from the moment, that made me feel so much more peace. It made me go, okay, it's on the page. It exists in the world still, and I can let it go. I don't have to hold on tightly so much to it anymore or feel like I've lost something. That's the thing. I always felt like I lost something once a memory or good moment ended, and I felt like I had to cling on to it so tight or else it would go. But the act of journaling and record keeping and memory keeping and documenting moments, it just really helped me to let go, move on with my life and actually live. Because I knew it was all there on a page for me to flip back to, and it's there for me to remember. So it was really important for me. I mean, there's so many different purposes for writing. Sometimes it is just to vent and de-stress. And sometimes it is because I just don't know what I feel and I need to figure it out on the page. And other times it's just, wanting to document these important, precious memories and stories. I guess another reason is, and one of the main reasons, it's my way of saying I exist and I matter. And I guess one of the reasons why journaling means so much to me is because I came from a background of, feeling that whole worthlessness thing. Can get quite a bit deep here, but just growing up, my goal in life when I was a kid was to be invisible, because to be visible meant being teased and bullied and feeling like I didn't fit in and feeling like I wasn't good enough and feeling unlovable and yeah, all that kind of stuff. And so I was very closed. I didn't share much. I tried to be like other people and, you know, all these kind of other things. And the journal was the one place where I could be myself and express myself, and no one would judge me and no one would misunderstand me or attack me or hate me. And that, I guess that's why, yeah, journaling was so important to me, especially during those years where I was just like wanting to be invisible and all that kind of thing. My journal was one place where I could go, well, at least I exist here. I might not really exist in the world, but at least I exist on the page. And so whenever I look at my journals, I have a whole shelf of my journals that I've kept since childhood up till now. They are so important to me because they're me. They're my identity. They're part of who I was and who I am, and I can track that journey through those journals. And I feel like if I was to lose those journals, then I'd lose a part of me. So that's how much it is part of, I don't know, journaling's part of my identity and part of why I love it so much and why it means so much to me. And yeah, I don't know, I think every single person is so this is my mission statement, right? I'm here to uphold the worth and dignity in all people. I believe in all people. I think people are amazing. I've always just wanted to know everything about people, you know, their backgrounds and their dreams and the things that make them who they are, because I just think people are so amazing. And I guess coming from my background of thinking I was worthless and all that kind of stuff, I always wanted to let people know they are so worthy. And this is one of my quotes, right? Your life matters. Journal it. That's why I encourage people to journal, because you are the thing that matters. And when you are journaling, you're putting you on a page. And for me, that's just the most precious thing ever. I don't know. It really gets me. So yeah, I know that for me, journaling has just been my favourite thing to do in the entire world ever since I was a kid, and where would I be without it, you know? And I can just see so many benefits to it, and this is why I will always encourage people to journal, because I think it can help people, because I think there's so many benefits to it, and I list some of them here. You know, it's a quiet time of reflection. We can get so busy in this life, right? We can get so caught up I don't know, just doing, and it's just good to get grounded and to spend time quiet, and to just be still and find that peace and reflect. And then, yeah, it's a place you can be yourself. It's something that gives me clarity and guidance when I need it. It's a form of self-discovery, and it's a way to document life, to record memories, to tell your stories. It's a creative outlet too. I mean, some people, you might not be a writer, but even if you just put art on a page, that's still you expressing yourself and putting yourself on a page. So whether you do it through words or pictures or photos or drawings or paint or just sticking clippings on the page or decorating a page with ephemera, that's still an expression of you and an extension of you on the page. So it's all good. Like, don't worry if you aren't a writer, or don't worry if you aren't a decorator. Just do you. It's creative outlet. It gives peace of mind. And another thing that I love about journaling is that it helps to live a more intentional life. You know, it helps you to line up with your values and to see, am I actually living the way I do actually want to live, or am I just getting caught up, getting swayed here and there, and you know, getting caught up in the busyness, and just, it's a way to really get down to what is it I'm actually doing, and what's my purpose, and why do I want to live, and how do I want to make the most of this time and spend this time, and you know, all that kind of things. So yeah, that's a bit about my heart. I mean, I could go on forever. There's so many other reasons why I love journaling, and you know, I've got so many other stories, but in a nutshell, that's it. And I've got a little prompt here for you guys. Your 2020 journaling goals. So mine, for example, are just to journal more regularly, to try every single different style I can think of, just experiment. My goal is to have fun, and my goal is to work out my own style, my own method, my own structure, my own supplies that I like using, and to journal daily as well. Not necessarily daily, but to have a page for each day. So yeah, I just really want to get out of my comfort zone with journaling, try different things, learn, grow, and yeah, I guess that's essentially it, to grow through journaling. Like, it's not just, oh yeah, I'm having fun journaling, which is great, but you grow through journaling. You grow in your self-discovery, you grow in your creative ability, you grow in your journaling skills, you grow in all these areas, and in your own self, like in your character and how you want to live your life as well. So that's that. And then all the kits have 20 pieces, and they just include some pieces that some of my favourite pieces that can help with journaling if you want to decorate a page, or I love using these to journal on. So, and there's a library card here, a storyteller's holiday. I chose that one because we are storytellers when we're putting ourselves on a page. We might be writing, you know, this is what happened, da 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 da. But whatever you put on a page, it's telling a story already. So it's telling the story of you. And I love that. Got a bit of French ephemera here, vintage ephemera, and this coffee dyed piece here. You know, it's just pieces that I like using in my journal. I've got ledger paper, my favourite type of paper to use in journals. And this is a quote that I came up with that really speaks to the heart of why I write as well. I want to write something that matters, something that means something to someone. Yeah, like, that's it. That's it. And then down here, this is my grandpa's typewriter. So that's very special to me. And these are some words that I wrote on that typewriter. And I've just written the same things over and over again. Writing can change the world, and can change people, and can change the world. Immerse yourself in writing. And these are just two things. Well, I believe that writing can change people, and it can change the world. It can change yourself. And writing makes me happy. And immerse yourself in writing because of those reasons. So not only because it makes yourself happy, but because of the change, the good change it can bring. Just some other things, you know, I'm sharing my heart here. So I've got a heart, one of my drawings with the heart, and you can colour it in yourself with that one. And also this represents the idea that you have treasure in you. This is called treasure chest. And it's one of my core beliefs that every single person has treasure in them. And when you journal, you are showing some of your treasure. You're putting some of your treasure on the page. And just pour out your treasure, people. Pour it out. Not just on the page, in life. Share your stories. Share your gifts. You are amazing. And then I've got this quote card here. Every word I write is a step to freedom. And that's what writing is for me. Writing is a form of freedom. Especially when facing hard topics and things. I find that if I'm not honest on the page with my writing, then I'm trapped. As soon as I'm able to write my truth, that's a step to freedom. There's a bit of a deep thought for you there. And here, this is one of my favourite journals. It's just one of my own journal covers because my friend made it for me for my 21st birthday many years ago. But I love that journal. And then I've got some linens and doilies here, just one each from the 4 kits that I have in my Etsy, and just some of my favourite ones from each of those 4 kits, just for fun, because I love using these to journal on and write on. So yeah. Oh, by the way, this is also a giveaway. Because I've printed these out. I printed it out for this video, and I thought, well, you know, while I'm here, let's do a giveaway, and one person will win the printed, what you see here, the printed version of this. So yeah. To access the freebie, I should mention that too, by the way, if you're wondering. It's on my Patreon, so all you need to do, I'll link it below, and it's just there. It's public freebie, anyone can access it, and all you do is you'll see the attachments in the post, and you just click on the attachments like anything, and it downloads it, and then you can, you know, drag them into Word and resize them however you want, format them however you want. It is for personal use only, though. Of course, some of these are very personal to me, especially, you know, my heart here is sharing some of these personal quotes and things and writings. But the aim is literally just to encourage you and inspire you to open your journals, because I totally believe in you and I believe in journaling. Pair you two together and you are forced to be reckoned with. It is powerful. Okay, so yeah, that's how to access the freebie. If you have any issues or trouble at all trying to get there, just let me know. I will help you out as much as I can. And for the giveaway, just it's normal requirements or whatever. Just be a subscriber, like this video, and leave a comment letting me know what journaling means to you. Yes. I could talk about journaling all day, and to hear other people talk about journaling just makes me so happy. Feel free to also share if you journal, how you journal, and all of that kind of thing. What are you going to do? What are your goals for this year? Chat as much as you want about journaling if you feel up to it, but the only question you need to answer for the giveaway is, what does journaling mean to you? So my personal journal, let's get on to that. Here it is. So the reason I chose this journal, originally I was going to make myself a journal for all the prompts this year, but I again just ran out of time. So the reason I chose this one is because it comes from treasure keeping, and you guys know, if you've watched my channel for a while, this is my treasure keeping journal that I bought for the buy one for me, buy one to give away giveaway. And this is the one I've been using for the prompts last year for the journal challenge. For those who don't know, last year I did one prompt each month, and I've put them all in here. This year I'm upping my game, and there are 4 prompts every month. So my idea is 1 a week. And I don't necessarily journal in my journal once a week for those prompts. I tend to just once a month do all 4 prompts in one go. That's kind of more my style. I'm an all or nothing person. And so yeah, this is a journal that Treasure Keeping, they sent me this journal as a thank you for this giveaway promoting their channel, but they definitely did not need to do that. I'm so thankful, and they know I like blue, so I was just absolutely amazed and blown away and humbled by this journal. It is so beautiful, and I thought, well, let's use this for this year's monthly prompts. Okay, and so just what I did so far, I just wrote about the details of the journal here on this postcard. So all this stuff came in the journal here. So sorry, for those who don't know, the prompts for the January journal kit are reflection, vision board, word for the year, and goals. So first of all, I started off with reflection, and there were 2 things that really stood out to me about, like, I like to reflect on how I grew, not just on highlights and achievements and milestones. Kiani, what are you doing? Sorry, my cat's just getting into my coffee dyed paper. What was I saying? Yeah, so for this prompt, I focused on how I grew personally, I guess character-wise, and one of the things is gratitude. I was just really learning about gratitude last year, and how this idea of being thankful for what you have and had, instead of being resentful about what you lost or don't have. And that changes everything. That attitude really changes everything. So for example, when a holiday ended, I could be all like sad that the holidays ended and this wonderful time has come to an end, or I can flip that around and go, my goodness, thank you so much for that amazing holiday. Like, I could have not have had that holiday, and I would have been worse off without it. But no, I had this amazing holiday with my family, and I'm just so thankful for it. And yes, it was so sad, and I was crying at the end of it, and it was quite painful, but I don't have to sit there and go, oh my gosh, this is the worst feeling ever, I'm so sad that it's ended. I can go, no, I'm just so thankful I had that time. Thank you so much. And then this is another little piece. What's it called? No. Okay, Keanu, he's just knocking my water bottle down. Piece where I reflected on another area of growth and authority. I just really, something rose up in me last year about saying enough, putting my foot down about when people are oppressed. you know, oppressed in whatever way, through abuse or bullying, or through their own negative self-talk, or through people just feeling worthless. And I'm just like, I've had enough. I'm so something rose up in me and just was like, nah, that's not happening anymore. And I'm praying ever since last year, since I've learnt this, into all these situations, and just, you know, no, it's gone. You know, like the same power that rose Jesus from the grave is in me, is in us. So I'm putting my foot down to people being oppressed, and knowing that, you know, God hears prayers, and it is done by his power in us. So it's like, you know, thank you for the end of that abuse. Thank you for the end of that depression. Thank you for the end of that feeling worthlessness. Thank you for the end of that feeling unlovable. Thank you for the end of that shame. Thank you for the end of pain and sickness. Thank you for healing, complete and full healing. And thank you just for all the gifts that you give us, God. And I don't know, something really rose up in me in that. And yeah. Anyway, going on a tangent, I'm going to save this page for a separate video where I talk about my word for the year, because I've got a lot to share about that. And then I'll just talk about my goals here. In fact, this video is getting really long. I didn't mean for this to get this long. I guess I'm really passionate about this. But my goals are pretty much just around journaling daily, and I guess just these are all different ideas for journaling more regularly. And my idea that it's just about growth and fun. So I'm not going to be like hard and fast, you have to do this, and then feel guilty and bad about it. No. I'm going to just do my best to try everything and journal as much as I can. But the aim is just to have fun, experiment, and see what works and what doesn't for me. And then just some other little personal goals for, like, I want to do another book. I'm working on a poetry book, a mental health poetry book at the moment, and some Willowbound Journals goals. You know, I'd love to do, so the monthly journal kits is one of them. I'd love to do a journal swap one time. I would love to do a collaboration and a live. That's a bit scary, but yeah. Anyway, so over here, it's just some extra pieces that I'm looking at using for here. So some of these, this one you'll recognise, and this one come from the January journal kit. This comes from the January journal kit too. Did I mention? Yeah, so the journal kits are available to all patrons, no matter what tier level, and they're also available on my Etsy as well. So they come out every month. That's why I've got this video out now, because I've got to get cracking on the February journal kit. So yeah, if you want to catch up on the January kit, you can do that. I've still got to do the vision board one. So I've done reflection, I've done word for the year, I've done goals. I just still need to do vision board. And yeah, I'll come back later on and I will share all about my word for the year. Cool. All right. That was a lot of information to get in this video. If you have any questions at all, just let me know. Check the description box below for all those details about how to access the freebie and how to enter the giveaway. And yeah, I am so looking forward to this, just getting into these prompts and seeing your prompts too. Feel free to share them on the Willowbound Journals Facebook group page. I'll leave a link below to that too. That's where people are sharing their prompts, and it's just so super inspiring and so super encouraging to see people putting themselves on the pages. Okay guys, that's all. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.